Happy now, Katie Bloomer here. Today, 100-Year Jukebox and all of our hosts, Katie, that's me, Ellen McGregor, and Peter McGee, warm up for our new arc of this year called Decades. All right, this is how it starts. In 1900, the Boston Symphony opened its magnificent Symphony Hall. Over 100 years later, the Symphony Hall is still considered to be one of the finest concert halls in the world. The wealthy elite, Back Bay Bostonians, took justified pride in a proper setting where music of the finest European masters could be heard, top-flight acoustics too. They would have been shocked, incredulous, and furious to know the real American music was gestating and howling and making trouble on notorious Ann Street in the North End.
Only 2 miles and a universe away.
This phenomenon was happening all over North America.
This year, 100-Year Jukebox looks at
and listens to
American popular music from just before 1900 right to century's end, 2000.
Well, not everything.
We haven't got the bandwidth.
Well, not everything, but selected interesting spins about music and its creators and performers. First, let's define our terms. Mr. Pete, if you will.
A study on the origins, the elements, and the circumstances leading to investigations and conclusions regarding American popular music.
I doubt we've got the bandwidth for that.
Why don't we just tell everybody what we found when we researched the topic? First, nobody quite agrees on what American popular music is.
Wikipedia says, and I quote, American popular music, also referred to as American pop, is popular music produced in the United States and is a part of American popular culture. Distinctive styles of American popular music emerged early in the 19th century, and in the 20th century, the American music industry developed a series of new forms of music, using elements of blues and other genres. These popular styles included country, rhythm and blues, jazz, and rock. End of quote.
Okay, but why can't we just say American pop has a good beat and you can dance to it?
Well, why don't we each say what American popular music is? That is, to each of us. To me, it's the real American melting pot with all these different cultures melting together.
I get it. Like silver and gold and tin and antimony, all cooking together to make beautiful, culinary, and decorative pieces.
Well, yes. How did you know that?
I read Johnny Tremaine.
Impressive.
I was going to say that to me, American popular music is like a big, yummy salad with 16 different types of lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, radishes, carrots, scallions, and a bite of jicama.
American popular music is the Aladdin's cave.
That sounds a little fanciful.
Not at all. All the treasures of the Great American Songbook and so much more. And, in addition, riches from the following 50 years. But the most important thing about American popular music is the cave itself. The foundation is Afro-American. The walls are
Jewish Americans of Russian, Ukrainian, Austro-Hungarian, and Near Eastern descent.
Country people of Irish, British, and mixed European descent.
Latino contributions from many nations.
An amalgam wall of Italian, German, Polish, Bohemian music. Oh, and Cajun.
All these nations and more contributed to what became American popular music.
Psst, Katie, we forgot about Asia entirely.
No, we didn't. The Chinese Exclusion Acts of 1882 and Executive Order 966 against Japanese Americans pretty much put paid to an Asian wall. Not to mention music from our own native peoples. We'll try to redress that as best we can as we progress in decades.
As we listen, read, and study, we've observed some other points.
As always, your mileage may vary. As in so much of our popular culture, America is divided by class. The basis for our music came from the underclass, was prettied up and adopted by the middle class, and then finally blessed by the upper classes after pretending they were the first adopters.
Not only is American music based on cultures from other countries, the transfer and exchange has never stopped from the very founding of our country. It's really American international popular music.
It grieves me to say, but American popular music was an all-boys club. In the 20th century, girl singers were allowed, as long as they looked pretty on the bandstand, but very few women were able to break through as instrumentalists, writers, or technicians. Perhaps most importantly, where were the women producers, the record company owners, the tour managers?
Let's hear it for Taylor Swift and Beyonce.
Well, but back to the 20th century.
Technological achievements in the expansion of popular music went hand in hand, each spurring the other to new heights in music, like trains or the stereotype printing process.
Trains?
Yes, by the turn of the 19th to 20th century, trains ran coast to coast. Vaudeville theaters were built from one town to another. Trains carried vaudeville acts and their music all over America.
A printing process?
Yes, the stereotype mat process made printing sheet music economically viable, and colorful pages of popular music eventually found their way to parlors all over the country.
And of course, these techno achievements continue right to the present day.
Let's see, records and open reel tape and audio cassettes and CDs, MP3s.
And lots of things in between. We'll be featuring some techno triumphs as we go.
And so many, many wonderful songs. So please, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free.
Won't you join our family as we discover the history of our American music and as we find so many heart-lifting, mind-bending, fascinating stories and interesting people?
It's free.
Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Oh, and did I mention it's free?
Next up, 1900-1910. What's that sound?
The Boston Symphony Hall had no idea what was coming.
The world had no idea what was coming.
It was called jazz, and it started like this.